So I live in New England. I've lived in New England all my life, and one of the staples of New England cuisine, besides God's gift to cuisine, which is American chop suey, is a boiled dinner, a New England boiled dinner, where you take usually beef, right, and you mix it in a pot with carrots, potatoes, and turnips. And while we're waiting for things to heat up in this battle, I'm going to tell you, I I am not a fan of turnips. I like think about this for a second. Like, when's the last time you said, "Hey, we're having a chicken tonight or a steak, and let's get some mashed potatoes, or carrots would go good with that." When's the last time you said to yourself, "You know what? I want to add to this meal, this protein, turnips." Think about that for a minute. Anyways, so that was a brief interlude here to get us to the meat and potatoes of this battle, which is we're going up against the Atlantico, which is the fortified ships. One of the ships, in my opinion, are super overpowered with all those secondaries. Atlantico basically has an American cruiser strapped to each side of her, and she's a battleship, I believe, with 15-inch guns. So we launched our first set of torpedoes towards where we thought the destroyer was. Second set went towards the main and the Atlantico, and I think we just caught the main with one of our stray torpedoes. We also laid a smoke screen down the entire, let's say, west side of the sea capture. And that's going to do two things for us. It's going to allow us, if that destroyer charges us, to kind of maneuver behind the smoke screen. Fortunately, we have some allies that are tracking the Atlantico for us, and it's also going to allow us some time to regroup, get in a place where we were not seen last, come up the side, and we're going to start to use our torpedo. You see the launch pattern here. You see where the ship is heading and where I'm aiming, and it's important to use that even when you don't have torpedoes at the ready, because it can tell you what that ship is about to do. And that one is trending for the Atlantico to back out from behind that island. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn hard to port. We're going to lock our guns to starboard, and we're going to fire torpedoes at the Atlantico. Now, Atlantico might see those torpedoes and immediately dive back in. So to entice him into having our torpedoes run into the side of his free ship, we are going to fire our guns at him and hopefully get him to take the bait. And that's exactly what he does. You can see we're taking damage. Fortunately, we have unstoppable, so we don't stop dead in the water. But you can see it's a done deal now. That Atlantico's going down. I think he takes 1, 2, 3. He did. So that just leaves, we lose propulsion again, but again, we've got unstoppable. So now we're going to shift our guns, lock our guns to port, and go after the destroyer, who seems to be doing a pretty good job of keeping himself protected by our lonely remaining cruiser over here. I'm not going to even try to, yeah, all right, fine, I'll try it. Albemarle, I think is how you say that. There were Civil War Confederate ships named that, and I've been a Navy guy my entire life. I just don't know how to say that name. Anyways, so the destroyer was last seen heading straight for our cruiser. It's a British light cruiser that is extremely squishy. So we're going to come over here and try to help him out. We're going to switch our guns to starboard, thinking that we're going to head down here and help him fight. But then we realize, well, if that destroyer was heading in that direction still, the cruiser would have seen him. And that's when we see him heading, in fact, in the other direction. So we're going to fire. I think we're going to just miss. But what we're going to do is we're going to put a spread of torpedoes out here to the left and hopefully let the torpedoes do their work. We're going to do a wide spread because all we need to do with that destroyer is catch him with one. And our torpedoes have plenty of range. We're not going to fire right here. He cannot see us. And if he can't see us and can't react to us firing at him, that gives us a better chance of having the torpedoes sneak up on him and end his game. So we're waiting for that torpedo hit any moment now. I'm trying to think of another vegetable I don't... Oh, yeah. Let's just get this out of the way. Cauliflower. Yeah. I don't understand. I just do not understand. It's awful. I don't care how you prepare it. I don't care what food you dress up as cauliflower or make out of cauliflower. Cauliflower is awful. I don't know. I'd outlaw it if I was president. But anyways, so Loyang gets himself spotted again. We're going to come around the corner and help our cruiser here finish him off. First salvo, 5-inch, high explosive. Second salvo is going to catch him pretty good, I think. And then I think this finishes him off. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick trip into the mind of Brendor 41280. Not only did we get to discuss World of Warships tactics, but we also got some insight into my culinary habits. But all right, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.